Yo! What's going on, gamers? I am having the most absolutely positively peak day so far. So peak, in fact, that I just wanted to hop on the game and just really tell about this legendary day I'm having. I don't even care that nothing's loading in properly right now. Because right now, I woke up at 8 a.m. I always do every single day. My alarm goes off. I wake up, check at my phone, and my college professor tells me that class is canceled because she's feeling under the weather. Monumentous occasion. I can actually sleep in a little bit longer and get a full 8 hours worth of sleep. That in itself is honestly pretty peak, cannot lie. Waking up to having class canceled, like, that, nothing compares to that feeling. It's like waking up on, like, you know, you're snowed in for the day and school's canceled. Legendary feeling. On top of that, when I get up, I realize that I have a white monster and like 4-day-old Chinese still in the fridge. So you know what? Heated that bitch up and cracked open a monster, and like, now I'm gaming. This shit is so peak, let me tell you. I'm literally over the moon. A flash beacon and a flashlight, literally back-to-back drawers. Wicked work. But yeah, other than that, endless lockerless attempts. And then I also have like a really, like, I don't want to say long story, but definitely this story is gonna drag on, okay? I'm gonna yap for a bit. So yesterday with my friend Mishak, and I did record some of the footage. I didn't record all of it though, just because, I mean, we were just having fun rather than me being in like YouTuber mode. So I was like, I can just have fun. We were playing Jujutsu Shenanigans on Roblox because, you know, we've been having fun on the game, you know? I got back into it a little bit, you know? I don't know if I'll start making videos like I once did on the game. But, you know, if y'all want that, let me know. But we were having fun. And this one dude, you know, my friend was fighting. And I don't know if he got, like, upset or whatnot, because there's, like, 5, like, different Sonic skins. And my friend Mishak, he's a huge fan of Sonic, so he was wearing one as well. He swapped an avatar with it. And this dude, apparently he's Boruto. I thought it was just Naruto, but I haven't seen Naruto, so I didn't know the difference, but, you know. Apparently this dude dressed as Boruto was like, dude, why are you teaming up with the Sonics? We gotta go against them. And I'm like, it's a fighting game, dude. We're supposed to fight. I didn't want to tell him that one of them was my friend, just because I knew that honestly puts a target on your back. So I was like, dude, it's a fighting game. We're supposed to fight. By the way, this room. You bastard. And apparently he didn't like that answer. He's just like, oh, well, you're gonna die now. So I start fighting him. And I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't bad, but his main style of fighting was he does like his combo in like, you know, his little like, you know, character specific combo. And keep in mind, I was playing Toto, and Toto's not necessarily like great in 1v1s. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Toto kind of sucks in the 1v1. This fucking son of a bitch, I hate this fucking worm. So this dude, I forget what character he's playing initially. But, you know, he starts, you know, his playstyle is you do your combo, you back up, and you just hold block. It basically forces me to make a move. You know, and he was decent enough to the point where it's like, since he's forcing my hands, he kind of knows how to play around that. And it's just really annoying to fight against. But it's easily countered, you know, because normally, honestly, those people who do that, like, they discovered that and they punch above their weight class because of it, but once they face somebody who knows how to counter it or is better at the game than they are, they crumble quick. But yeah, he whooped my ass as Toto a few times, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, alright, you know, let me actually swap a decent character. But yeah, so I switched to Choso. Choso, I would say at this point, he's probably my strongest character. Those who know. The whole arc with me and Choso. So I switched to him, and I'm not gonna lie, I want to say I put belt to ass, but definitely after, like, that, the tides turned, you know. It started from, like, him, you know, beating me out, you know, like, fights, you know, both of us going to red and me losing a little bit consistently, to fights going to red to me winning consistently. Mind you, by the way, he's a keyboard warrior. Every single win, he's typing that, you know, like, bro, you're garbage, you're trash, you know. And I have my mic on too, so I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate timing on my end, you know? He's like, bro, you said unfortunate timing twice, why don't you just get good? So honestly, we're just kind of rage baiting each other too, I'm not even gonna lie. This guy's just talking shit, and I'm having a good time, so I'm kind of egging him on. Drugs, by the way, amphetamines.
Hi.
Bunnies? Oh, stop lagging. Like, literally every single fucking second. What is... Windows! Of course it's fucking Windows. Every single time my PC lags, guess what? It's fucking Windows.
Windows.
Where's the bunnies? What happened to the bunnies, man? What? The one time I have the stupid fucking remote and the bunnies aren't even here. Ugh. What? Okay. I guess my complaints were heard. The gods heard my cries, and they were like, you know what? That's my bad. What happens if I trade this thing again? There you go. Do I get the red one back? Might as well get both. Or not, you know, when I press the button of instant game crash. Dude, I'm gonna lag out, or like my game is going to like... An angler is gonna come the second I lag, it's gonna kill me. I already know. You creepy fucking bastard. So I start winning more fights, and this guy, you know, he is not liking that. He does not like that. So he starts fighting dirty, you know, he starts going to the edge of the map, he starts trying to throw me off the map, you know. Every time we win fights now, he's like trying to sneak me. But now, he was actively just being like, oh, I threw you off the map, you know, when we were still fighting, I won. The satanic bunnies are back, by the way, like, Jesus. Medkit's not bad. I know, I'll trade a code breacher for a medkit. After that, he swaps, like, after a while, especially, like, after the first fight where my friend, Mishak, like, he starts beating him, he switches to, Utah. Which, Utah, you know, he's, I don't want to say very cheesy, but, I mean, you know, he's very strong. Which, you know, makes sense. I swap characters first, you know, but I was playing Toto. So I'm like, alright, you know, I have mode left over, I might as well pop if you're gonna, you know, suddenly sneak me and then swap to targets from fighting my friend to me. So my friend and I would start jumping him, and I pop, because I have ult, so I'm like, why not, you know, since you're gonna, you know, start being a bastard. You know, and he, of course, he's very upset with that. He's like, you 2v1, oh, you guys are trash, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, we were running runs up until, you know, you decided to fight dirty, and then, you know, swap targets, and then, you know, blah, 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 but apparently it doesn't matter.
Hi.
Oh, we're in trouble. We were caught stealing. Damn it, he was right, I shouldn't have stole. And then, yeah, we start going back and forth, but we're pretty, at this point, I think we either got him, like, upset to the point where he starts playing like shit, or, you know, like we can feel, like, the tears and the rage behind his screen and his controller. Like, instead of, like, his normal, like, playstyle that, you know, no longer work, to where, like, you just do your combo, you back up and hold block up until, you know, the enemy attacks or does something dumb. Then it's your turn again. But he just starts holding W, pressing, you know, like, mouse 1, just punching, you know, just doing moves randomly. Like, he is, like, if it's a kid, like, there is tears streaming behind his eyes right now. And there is rage in every single punch and movement this man is doing at this point. It was so fucking funny. And it's like that for a while. And I'm not gonna lie, this kid has some determination. You know, like, this was going on in total for about, like, 2 hours. And we're only, like, probably 20 minutes into this, by the way. He goes at this for another, like, hour and a half, by the way. There were some breaks in between where he didn't really go after us and started fighting some other people, but, you know, when he saw us, it was basically on sight. But yeah, overall, he wasn't bad by any means. Like, he's definitely better than, like, someone who just, like, picked up the game, but definitely for sure, it's like, you gotta actually, like, you know, learn the game. You just can't rely on people just blindly, you know, pressing Q and dashing towards you and you holding block for your combos. You know, you gotta start, you gotta initiate, you gotta mix it up, you know. And he knew at least 2 characters. The first character, which I forgot, and Yuta. And he also switched to, later on, throughout, like, the hours of fighting, like, he switched to, that one dude with the robots. I don't even know. I think it's the dude with the Granite Canyon Blast or whatever. But he switched characters again, and he was pretty decent with him as well. Oh, hello. My bad, I guess. Too busy yapping. Well, that stinks. That was a good run. But anyway, I'll wrap it up. Moral of the story is, do not let your rage consume you, young one. and do not talk shit if you're not ready to back it up. But yeah, overall fun game. I like the rivalries that are built. Good evening, I guess. Hello. I miss this game. I used to play this game a lot with my online friends way back when. This was a good game. 500 Smackamaroos too, I'll take it. But yeah, I don't know, I thought it was, you know, funny. There we go. I was hoping I'd find another one. I don't think I can afford a party drink. Yeah, I can. It's only that wow. Hell yeah. Thank you, young man. That was like 30 minutes of me yapping, by the way. I have no idea how I'm going to cut that down. Other than that, I want to know if any of y'all have Arc Raiders. I really want to get it, and it seems really fun. And I definitely, if I do get it, I'm going to make at least a video on it. And hell, I might even stream it one time, and I might even stream this game again. But it seems very fun. But, you know, $40 is $40, Chad. I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to lie. You know, I got bills to pay. Credit cards to pay off, you know, student loans, you name it, you know, I mean, like, come on, 40 bucks is 40 bucks, alright, I gotta know if it's gonna be worth it, but hey, if it's something y'all want, I'm more than willing. That is what we call lucky, my friend. Very lucky. Back-to-back anglers, wow. Got hit with the wombo combo right there. The Nav AI. If this was bingo, I think we'd have a pretty good run. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. The Satanic Bunnies make their appearance. Hello. I was in the middle of going insane. Care to join me? Take that, and you know what? I have an HP. I have no need for this medkit. The voices in my head? Yes, they're loud and screaming. I love it. Ooh, that's really good, actually. Forgot what I traded for that. Oh, I traded the remote. No, I didn't. That was the medkit one. Well, they're in each other. The freaky voices in my head, they're in each other. Oof. Why'd I stop? Keep going. Well, it's pandemonium. Actually, I'm saved? Hold on a second. It would be actually kind of fire if I played Into the Abyss again. I had a good time with that game. Reminded me heavily of Lethal Company. Door 100. Door 100. One the big 100, chat. Oh. It's been a while since I got this thing. I forgot what it was called. That's not creepy at all in the distance. I don't like to jinx myself, but I'd say this run is going pretty good, chat. I ain't even going front. Little to complain about, you know?
Can you stop stealing things?
Hi.
My bad, pimp. But speaking of stealing things, I'm going to trade this away real quick. Yeah, I'll trade it away. You know, it's useful for like an injection of HP in case I get dangerously low for some reason, but I mean I got literally infinite HP. I don't need it. Blacklight's pretty good. Hand crank's nice, but I already have 3 sources of light. The gummy light. That's good. Too bad I traded with all these bunnies already. Well then I bid y'all adieu with my gummy light. Too bad it can't be the splorg light. Did I tell you about my new headset that I got? I might have, but in case I did not tell it again. Basically, the other day, my headset, like, one of the pieces holding on the earmuffs broke off. So I was just kind of using that until I got a new headset in. And I did about 2-3 days ago. And I don't know, like, Of course, the speakers in it are different, but dude, it's like sometimes my voice, it sounds just so weird with these new headsets, and I'm just like, do I really sound like that? Gross. You know, and because of that, you know, I changed my microphone back over to the really expensive, nice one I bought, but when I did that, I couldn't get it to work for some reason. So I switched back over to this one, which is the one that y'all are used to hearing, and it's okay.
Hello.
You know, there's nothing wrong with the mic. Ain't nothing wrong with the shitty $100 mic. Even that $100 mic, it ain't bad. Better than those like $20 ones, let me tell you. Lava, you say? Well, let's go through the lava area. Get that lava in you, boy. Get that sulfur in you. Get that volcanic ash in you. It's all good for your gut health and biome. The male equivalent of matcha right here. You know, this is one of the few room archetypes where I actually have no idea how the angler works. I mean, I don't think it matters because I think I'm in a safe spot anyway. But, don't know if the angler goes through the rock or through the vent. Looks like he goes through the vent. Yeah, it's a little rock. Good to know, Chad, in case you didn't know. Remember that, write that down.
Can we do something else? This
Nope.
is getting really repetitive.
I like really repetitive things. It trains your brain. Gets rid of all the brain rot. It's good for the soul, alright? If you don't like doing repetitive things, you ain't built. What? Okay, that I did not expect. And I scared it too. It's kind of unceremonious. I was hoping I would actually, you know, have like a really good chance of, you know, winning that one. You know, at least door 200, but I guess not.
Yeah, whip beat 007 like I'm sophisticated. Fit on me expensive foreign fabrics, I'm sophisticated. My girl bad as hell, I wipe that shit, she so sophisticated. My